welcome. I am so excited to get into today's video. As what we're going to get into is an apartment build challenge with the holiday seasons in mind. I've never really been much of an apartment person in The Sims, but I thought this would be a fun challenge because I've noticed other people kind of implementing challenges with the apartments, and I was like, why not challenge myself with something I don't normally do? So without further ado, let's just get into the video. Okay, so what I'm kind of thinking is, I don't know why, I want to go kind of artsy, so we're going to go in the art quarters. And I think this is the one. Yeah, so they have the gnomes. Wait, okay, let me click on it. So we have the gnomes. Broken things seem to mend themselves overnight, and it's as if kindly gnomes watch over this place. And then penny pixies. Sims often find loose change around this place, and it's like there's a secret money fairy. And I'm like, heck, hello, that sounds like Christmas to me. So why don't we do this one? Okay, this place is way bigger than I thought. I did take out all the lights, so just give me a hot second. I kind of wanted to do the floor plan. That's what I'm kind of thinking. I just realized these aren't rugs. They kind of, or they're not, yeah, they're not rugs. They're carpet, which is weird, but I kind of like the idea they were kind of going for. Not that I'm going to duplicate that or anything, but yeah. So, okay, so here's our front door. So give me another hot second to figure out what kind of floor plan, because I have literally no clue. Maybe some lights? Lights sound awesome right about now. I guess I didn't need to take them out. I just don't, they had like a bunch. I didn't want to like leave one just because it was there originally. So, oh, see like this. Where'd this come from? Oh, me. It came from me. Guys, don't need to worry. So this is like a grand home. How many kids do we want? I'm kind of thinking maybe we could do, oh, this is a rug. I thought I picked up everything. I lied. Everything but these things, because I'm trying to keep those. I don't know why, but we're trying to keep those in the build. So I kind of want to do like a grand room, potentially. They had like a study and stuff, so give me another hot second, because it's going to take me forever. It's going to be trial and error, but trust me. Hopefully I got something. Yay, so I kind of think I do, at least in mind. I knew for a fact that I wanted to do red and white, kind of a peppermint thing. And I don't know why. I was just like, okay, Christmas build, there's so much space. My brain went into the idea that maybe a female ended up adopting a bunch of kids. That's some of my passions, at least. And I thought that would be a great way to incorporate something into this build. But at the time, I did not think about the fact that white items, like chairs and whatnot, typically don't mix with kids. But we went with it anyway. Hopefully these kids are really nice. Maybe they have a lot of money to upkeep the white furniture, so and the white flooring. But you know, kids in The Sims, they like to get paint everywhere, so I can only imagine the cleaning that she has to do. So in the idea and the premise of like the layout, at least, I ended up wanting to do 3 bedroom actually, but 2 bedroom for the kids. So 1 bedroom will be for the females, and the other bedroom for the boys. Typically with adopting, they tend to want you to keep the kids separate, especially with genders. At least I know that for a fact. They typically also want girls to have their own bedroom, but this is also The Sims, so we're not going to correlate that part. So at least that's what I know from my experience with foster care and stuff. So I wanted to fast forward this because I really wanted to be selective about my items. I've been watching a lot of live stream, especially about her YouTube videos, Spice and Sprinkles, which I will link down below if you want to check out her channel. Her channels are amazing. Not only, she does a lot of clutter items, but she takes the time out of selecting like what colors make sense and cluttering. Cluttering takes forever. Like some of her builds are so large and amazing and they're beautiful. And I don't have a lot of patience. So I tried really hard to take in that patience that I've learned from watching her videos and implementing that in my build, which I hope you guys can end up seeing that. But it was also the point that I was like, okay, you guys don't want to sit through there and watch me select, like put down 5 different wallpapers, be like, okay, I think this is the one. So that's why I was like, let's just fast forward it. And I think one of those things I struggle, especially with lights, is the fact that I wanted longer, cute lights, but in our color scheme. Maybe I didn't dig enough, but I only found like shorter lights. Typically I struggle with finding like, I don't know why was it a problem today, but I really wanted like nice, pretty lights, but I didn't think I found too much in the color scheme that I desired. And as for here, literally, I pulled out every single fridge that kind of matched our theme and selected down to which one I wanted. I ended up choosing the silver one just because I wanted a cleaner, like fancier look to the kitchen, because I feel like the countertops kind of give it that feel in the end. So that's kind of what we stuck with in here, which I love the colors. Can I just say, I'm not a person who wears a lot of red. I'm in all pink right now. So, picking these reds, it's such a pretty color that I wish that I wore more, maybe? I don't know, appreciated more. Maybe even brought it into my life a little. But I brought it into this build, at least, in this apartment build. And for the lights in the kitchen, I kind of liked it. It kind of reminded me, I don't know why, but like a peppermint stick potentially. But maybe not. And then the other light that we ended up selecting, you can see over where I'll end up putting the dining area. That one I think I put like, I put everywhere. Oh, yeah, and I also tried to put a bar in there, but then remembered that I want a bunch of kids to live here. So that went away quickly. But I was just like, plenty enough seating space. Maybe when they're getting ready, they put all their little lunch boxes here as they like put them all out. I'm hoping that I'll be that organized when I have kids in the future. There's time. There's plenty of time. But when I do, I'm hoping I'm not prepared, because as I know of right now, I don't even prepare myself lunch. So, you know, as the new year comes, I'm taking notes like, okay, this is prepare myself, you know, a lunch, you know, so I don't have to last minute be like, I have no food. But yes, so we do kind of fast forward quite a bit because, like I said, we missed quite a like, not missed, but I ended up selecting like 50 different items and being like, okay, not this one maybe, and then picking out where to do. I ended up loving the look of the kitchen. I really wanted to incorporate the calendar. We ended up incorporating pet stuff, which I thought would be fun. Like a big, lovely dog can like live here. And a lot of it, like just selecting like different teas, coffees. There's a pot that you get from Cottage Living, which I thought was super cute. And then for the front door area, I kind of have like little Christmas decorations. I'm imagining if you have kids, you need as much storage space because they're going to be setting down a lot of different items. So a lot of that was just implementing a lot of that. And I personally felt like I found it easy. I'm like starting to say this because I'm like, I found it easy to find certain items, but at the same time I found it hard to find like different clutter items to match what we wanted. But some of them are really cute. Like I said, the crock pot thingy that you get from Cottage Living was really cute. I never really used that item, which I really found really appreciative and relaxing to just hunt these items down, find out new items that I never really use while putting it in this build, and to just fill it up as much as possible. So I like that. The other thing I found, which I struggled to find, was different art pieces that kind of matched the color scheme, but also the Christmas vibe. So I ended up just putting a bunch of different like red and white paintings, which I will move. I'm just slapping them on the wall here just to figure out, okay, which ones should we use, which ones do we have, and how much wall do I have that I need to cover. Which I eventually add like a bathroom in this area, and then I also end up adding like a little cupboard, which I don't really put in my builds because Sims don't need cupboards, but I would personally love to have a cupboard in the future, like a little walk-in cupboard. Like I just remember as a kid playing hide and go seek, and the cupboard was like the #1 spot to hide, because you like it's just like a perfect little hiding spot that people tend to forget to check, and you can hide in there, and there's food, so it's the best hiding spot you could ever have. And for the curtains, I am sad to say, I do believe I end up utilizing CC content just because the CC content curtains fit perfectly. I personally struggle with finding different curtains that we can utilize with builds, especially the fitting the length and whatnot. I know I'm not somebody who knows a lot about curtains, okay? I've taught myself everything I know about decorating a home. So if you want to comment down below some of the education and knowledge you have about curtains, please give it to me. I won't be mad. But I do know some people love it when they hits the floor because it just makes it a lot more cleaner, a lot more fits well. And these CC curtains actually look like they're elevated a little as if they did hit the floor, which I like and I appreciate. So I'm just slapping those around in every single room. Eventually I get the bar to cover up all of those. And as for this little area, which you guys seen sneak peeks of it, it's just supposed, like I said, it's supposed to be where you store your items. I want to put a lot of shoes, different cards and stuff. Maybe like the not gift cards. What are they called? Christmas cards. What? Hello. Christmas cards that you get. And this is where I'm trying to like, I don't know, take a lot of the notes that I've gotten from other builders of taking the time of placing items and just honestly appreciating all the stuff that they do, because it may seem like, oh wow, this is nice, like they easily slap that in there, but it takes a lot of time, just not only for placement but for height. And then if you hate it, it all has to go away and you're like, okay, that wasn't really worth it, was it? But that's the fun of building, I guess people find, which I did. I found it kind of nice and relaxing. It did take a lot longer to finish this build, but I do love the outcome. So I'm going to take a lot of this that I did in this video here for future builds that I'll do. Unless they're 10-minute build challenge, I might not take that much time because this was over like 2 hours, I just want to say, of building in the one apartment. I don't know if I want to do that in a 10-minute build. Do I have 2 hours and 10 minutes? No. I mean, you could do, that's easy math. And then for the little decorations, I don't know. The game comes with a lot of stuff, but I did use CC content for clutters and stuff. I utilize a lot of the clutter pack that we get with like the coffee mugs and stuff, which I love. And honestly, for Christmas decoration, I think I just slapped in a lot of the same stuff, I'm sad to say, but I do end up liking what we have. So, and then for this area, I'm finally getting the cupboard in there. I do end up changing that door. That's a CC door. I just wanted something that was opened up because I wanted it to seem like you can close it because cupboards typically aren't always open. But I didn't want to close this door because Sims might be like, I can't get in there. But I ended up utilizing a different door because I wanted to use a door that potentially you guys could download also in the future. So, but I ended up liking this. I ended up liking it a lot. I don't know, like I said, I've never done a cover before. So I thought this would be a nice little addition to the build, but to also fill the space, but also make sense. So I do end up changing it all into walls. I just couldn't really get in there or see in there. So I just end up using an open space. I just take down the walls. I was like, bye-bye walls, while we finish up decorating on the inside. And for decoration stuff, I wish they had more, like, kitchen clutter. Like, I don't know, like, they have some stuff. Maybe I didn't take the time out to find all of it. But I'm thinking, like, canned goods would be nice in this cupboard. I'm thinking, like, what else? Cereal boxes would be nice. I didn't even put plates in there. I am sad to say. Now I'm thinking back on it. Shame on me. No, I will do that in the future, though. Now that I remember that we have plates that I could have put in there. Maybe not in the cupboard, but in our kitchen at least. And then now moving on to the living room. Like I said, we're going to, like, bloop and blob all over the place because a lot of it was me placing all the item options and then deleting them all. So now moving on to the living room, I wanted to make sure that this could have enough space for kids. So I do end up utilizing some kids chairs. I wanted to make sure we had room for I wanted a fireplace. I ended up deleting the fireplace. I don't know if many apartments have fireplaces. I wanted it to look like a fake one, but I ended up taking it out just so we could have enough room for a TV and also our Christmas tree because this is a Christmas build. Hello. I need a Christmas tree. So we ended up taking the fireplace out. Plus, it's a safety hazard for kids. We don't need that. As we know from my Sims, they suck at fire. Well, they're great at creating fires. They're just suck at containing it in a place that it's supposed to be at least, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So it's for the safety of my Sims and my Sims kids. So there you have it. That's the great reason for why I deleted this fireplace. The end. But yes, I don't know. I end up liking the look of it. It's not, I was kind of worried that it was too much red, but that's the point. It's a red and white build. So I hope you guys like the look of it also, especially this living room. Because the other thing I did struggle on was rugs, which we are hunting on now. Because it was finding ones that fit the area but fit the color scheme. I do end up utilizing that one with the blue in it. I just feel like it gave it a nice pop of color without straying too far from the challenge and the color scheme that we have going for ourselves. Plus, I mean, why not have a little bit of blue? Who doesn't have blue in their Christmas tree? Do you not? Add some blue and then we can talk. No. But yes, and then as for, I think I just end up adding a lot of kid stuff in this corner because, as you know, something I also do miss out on is making sure that I have activities for you guys. So I ended up having 2 different activities, kids activity tables, and I ended up adding a little kids treehouse. What? Not treehouse. Kids. This is gonna bother me. Kids toys. It's a kid's toy. What's the thing called? Oh my god, we're already moving on to the computer room, the activities room. It's a kid's toy. That's all I'm gonna say. There you have it. It's a kid's toy. It'll pop up to me as soon as I end this video, and I'm gonna cry about it, but we're all gonna laugh about it. So yes, and then as in this room, I end up loving the paranormal computer desk. I don't know why. It's the red and white that really got to me, so I ended up using it in this build, although I typically try not to utilize too many packs so other people can download it. And this one, I kind of just went free-for-all, honestly. So as for the desk area and the artsy, because I said I wanted to do it in artsy realm, I was like, I need an easel. I need some type of artsy stuff. I do end up switching the arrangement later because I wanted the easel to be in front of the window. I just felt like that made a little more sense so the artsy person can be able to see out of it, have some creativity flow, and that, you know, all that artsy stuff that we need to do as artists. You know, as I am an artist, my descriptive words as being an artist is not really helping me. But yeah, so that's kind of the activities room. I figured you need 2 desks. We have a lot of kids. I'm assuming you might have some teens, and all the way down to toddlers. I do end up adding a toddler beds in one of the rooms. So you need as much space and room so they're not fighting over fighting over one desk. I wanted to make this place to look fancy. It is supposed to be, it's a bougie apartment, so I'm assuming this family has money to be able to do all this, and money isn't a worry in this build, so buy money. And yeah, so as I said, for the decorations, I basically duplicate a lot of it. I just wanted to make sure we had a theme and a cohesiveness, but also making sure there's Christmas decoration. I was running out of Christmas decoration, guys. What am I supposed to do? I didn't download CC Christmas decoration, but at least you can download it, right? I got you there. No. So I ended up adding the little bed area for the doggy. I did delete that cupboard because I thought as someone who had a dog, they love to dig through stuff. So I'm assuming if you put those boxes there, they will dig through it and demolish it. If your dog's like that, there's some really nice dogs out there. So I won't give a bad rep to all dogs, but I mean, not even that that's a bad dog rep. Dogs are adorable. They can dig in their own toy bin if they want to. I just thought it'd be best just to have the one thing next to your dog's bed rather than 6 different boxes that they can dig through. So as for the kids' rooms, though, I kind of ended up, making it a lot more simpler because just trying to keep it on the colors tones. And I think both of them kind of look similar, although the one that I indicated in my brain as the girls' room, I end up utilizing like different toys. They're the ones with the toddler bed. The boys' room, I put these in quotation marks because it doesn't have to be the boys' room. The one in my head, as I labeled as the boys' room, they end up having more space and a lot more activities and no toddler in there. As for the one for the girls' room, I end up having a toddler, so I made sure that we had the toddler stuff so you can make sure you age up this kid properly with some education, I guess. I don't know, and potty and stuff in the bathroom. So we have all that in there for you guys. I just wanted to make sure that this is something that people can utilize. But as for the females' room, or just adult Sims, I guess, I ended up making them a plant lover. I don't know, I just thought it kind of made sense that they're really caring. They love to take care of their kids that they're either fostering or adopting. And they love taking care of plants. Kind of the dream duo of someone who loves to take care of stuff. I'm assuming if they can take care of kids, they could potentially take care of plants, maybe? Maybe I'm just saying things. Are kids easier than plants? I hope plants are easier, but knowing how many of my plants do end up dying, probably not something I can quote. But yeah, so as for the rest of this room, I think I end up adding an autumn. I end up adding a little vanity mirror, just an open little dresser area, and adding a bunch of different shoes. A lot of it just the same as the shoes in the walkway as soon as you enter the house. But it looks nice. I love the wallpaper that we utilized in all the rooms. They're all the same. I just thought it was really pretty wallpaper and I wanted it everywhere. And to finish up, I believe we're done in her room, so we're going to be moving on into the boys' room. In my head, the boys' room. I don't know. Whatever you guys want it to be, it's yours to download, to change, and alter as you see fit. And I saw these wall decals, which I wish I used more, but I forgot about them until I was on this last room. But I do have to do the other bathroom. I did forget to do the bathrooms, till last minute, but thankfully I remembered it before finishing it. So, because I literally was waltzing around and I was like, oh yeah, I added a third bathroom. So, but the bathrooms are basically just me copying and pasting a lot of it. And the kids' rooms, I end up adding a workout equipment. Maybe the boy is a teen and he wants to do whatever sport. And the guys' rooms, I think, is slightly bigger than the females' room, so I ended up adding that. Not saying that the boys are the only one using that equipment, but it's available in their room. I added a guitar. They do have a lot of nicer activities. I feel kind of bad. They also have the more spacious rooms, and yeah, a lot of white though, like I said. So that they have that going for themselves. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. We'll do a final tour just to finish it off. And yeah, I enjoyed it. I really did. I really hope you guys like the look of it. Like I said, I tried to take a lot more time out. It was a bigger build for me. So yeah, that's about it I should say about that. Let's get into the tour, guys. Yay, okay, now let's scroll on in for the final viewing of this house. Why not? Okay, so literally as soon as you enter, as I was showing earlier, you have the little baggies, plenty of shoes. And let's just make our way through, I guess. So I guess I didn't show quite a bit. So we got the little doggy area. I ended up finding this super last minute little snowman, and I was like, why wouldn't we put that in there? So this is the final look of the living room space. Like you see, I added little bits and odds of clutter, the little 10 issues you get from one of those kits. And yeah, so here's the thingamabob. What is this? I can never remember what Dollhouse. I was gonna fight that thing. I could not remember the name of it while I was doing the recording. But yeah, so we have 2 little art tea tables so kids don't have to fight over it. And yeah, so let me take down the walls, bring them down. We got our second bathroom, just kind of, I thought more bathrooms the better with that many kids, especially with how long they take in the bathroom in the mornings, at least in TV shows, and knowing for a fact for myself. So they got options for there. And here's our little cupboard that we ended up with, our beautiful kitchen. We can bring the walls back up for now, at least some of them. And I think that's about it. I wanted to make sure you got like the little activities feed, stuff if you want a pet. Obviously, you don't have to have pets for these downloads. The pet pack either. So, and then the final look of bathroom numero dos and our little activities table area room thingamabob. Yeah, not a whole lot's changed from there. And the final look of bedroom 1, and here's the look of bedroom 2 and 3. I don't think I showed quite a bit of it, especially like the clutter items. I kind of zipped by that in the fast forward bit and the kids room. So that's kind of like the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I did a lot of it was tedious, like I said, but overall this build honestly is, I love it. The end of it is French kiss. And yay, that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I really love challenging myself with a lot of these build challenges. So let me know if you guys have any that you guys want us to do. And as always, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And hit the bell so you guys can see future videos. I can't wait to see where this village goes and grows. And hope to see you guys in the future. So, bye!